Oh, goodness. Okay. I have been seriously considering something, guys. Oh, before I continue, it is super, super windy where I live, and my front door that I'm sitting right next to doesn't have a weather seal, so the wind blows in. Isn't it great? You might hear that. Anyway, I've been really considering something. I want to buy a pre-made cosplay. And it hurts me to say that because I really kind of wanted this whole thing to be like a challenge. You make everything yourself better than how you did previously, learn how to sew, you know, all this other stuff. And if it's such a big challenge for me to just sit here in front of a camera for 30 minutes and film something and take 20 minutes to edit it, how am I gonna have the time to learn how to sew? I mean, it's already almost the middle of February. I have only like, I don't know, I'm bad at math, 4 months until the con, and I haven't even ordered my wig. I haven't even started looking into shoes, how to build this prop, what materials I need this prop to be made out of. So I don't know. I was looking around on Amazon for the wig because no one can make a wig. You have to buy that. And I'm looking around and Amazon is telling me, like, at the very bottom of the screen, users who also bought this wig also bought the pre-made cosplay, and is giving me a bunch of these links, and some of them look like crap and have the reviews to show it, and others look really good and have the reviews to show that. And I'm really tempted to buy it. I was considering, you know, buying one of the really cheap ones anyway, just to use it as like a pattern, a template, and like remaking it in my size with the materials that I want. But I would really rather spend, you know, $40, $50, $60 on a pre-made good cosplay than 10, 15 bucks on a cheap one that I'm just gonna remake. And I don't have the time for that. I work full-time. I am working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. Most of the time it's on Saturday, and I have Sundays and Wednesdays off. And on Wednesday I go to the animal shelter and I volunteer for like 5 or 6 hours. And on Sunday I'm sitting at home snuggling with my boyfriend watching anime. So I don't really have a lot of time to sit down and say, today I'm gonna focus on making a prop. I don't have time for that. And it sucks to say, but I want to go and I want to cosplay, but I want to make it myself. Even if I'm not gonna be doing the cosplay contest, I want to be able to say, I made this myself. And it really sucks. It really does. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be making the prop myself, but there is a store in one of the malls that we have here that has a whole bunch of like scrolls and other anime related things, as well as a few other like oriental themed things like the Maneki Neko, the Lucky Cats, and like kimonos and things like that. They have Ryuko's scissor blade made out of wood. It's not painted well, but it's the right size. They also have Nui's purple scissor blade, the other half of the pair of scissors. They have like, I think they have a keyblade too, and they're all made out of wood. And if I'm allowed to take a wooden prop, I don't know. I mean, I would really rather get that, sand it down, repaint it to where it looks good, and then have my prop. Because I know that I can paint. Painting doesn't take a lot of time. So the painting isn't going to be a really big issue. It's just, do I want to do that? And then before that, am I allowed to have a wooden prop? This is the first year I'm making a prop. I have no idea if I'm allowed to make a wooden prop. I've emailed the people at Tokyo and Tulsa, and I'm waiting for a response. I also asked on like the Facebook forum group page, and like, hey, can I have a wooden prop? It's gonna be a sword. And someone said that I can have it made out of wood as long as I'm not waving it around. And the only time that I would, like, wield the sword is for pictures. But I'm, like, hardcore bad at posing for pictures. Like, that's why I haven't shown you any of my previous cosplays, because they are not good. And the poses are not good. So, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. The last Tokyo and Tulsa that I went to, I was Weiss from Ruby, and I ended up buying it from a person on Etsy, and I paid a whole bunch of money for it, and I wasn't happy with it. But I didn't have enough time to redo the parts that I wasn't happy with. And if I order the pre-made cosplay now, I have enough time to remake the parts I'm not happy with. So I don't know what to do. My thoughts are really kind of shifting about this. I used to sort of have that mental conversation in my head about, well, the people who buy their cosplays aren't very good cosplayers. Because I would see these people who were winning the cosplay contests, and they'd have beautiful, elaborate, wonderful, fantastic, just every single good word you could think would apply to these cosplays, and they would sit there and they'd make them. And now I'm realizing that that's their job. Their job is to go to different cons and cosplay. Like, literally, that is their job. They get paid to sit at home and learn how to sew, and sit at home and learn how to carve foam. I don't have that time. I have to go to work. So, I don't know. The adult side is saying, you need to be thinking about working in your store and making that store better because your name is on it. But then the other side of me is like, but I want to make my cosplay. I want to make it. I want to be able to say that I made this. So I don't know what to do. Honestly, I'm probably gonna end up buying it. Just because the schedule that I have now says that I need to. Adulting. It sucks. So, tell me your opinions about people who make their cosplays versus buying it. People who don't cosplay and want to, tell me your opinions about things like that. I really do want to know, because I know that my thoughts are really shifting from one side to the other on that. So tell me about that. And remember, stay lovely.